Good morning, yogis. Today we're going to do a nice slow flow. It's going to be great. I'm going to move slowly and deeply through this practice today, and I hope you feel great after. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support, and it'll always be free. Thank you. Namaste. Okay. Today, let's start in child's pose. Knees wide today, feet together. And then just bring your hands down, stretch them out in front of you. Place your forehead on the mat. If your forehead doesn't come down to the mat, you can place a block under your head. Sink your tailbone down to your heels. Open up your hands and place every finger down individually. And really feel the mat underneath you. Relax your shoulders down. Relax your neck and your upper back. And just start to come into your breath right now. Feeling every inhalation long, smooth, and every exhalation releasing, letting go. Breathe in through your nose, nice and long and slow. Filling everything up. And then exhale through your mouth. Letting everything go. Roll your neck back and forth if you want. Just to start to loosen things up. And if you have anything on your mind right now, just let it go. All you need to think about right now is you and your breath on your mat. And the sensations that move through your body. One more deep inhale through your nose, as deep as you can. And let it go through your mouth. Walk your hands to the right. Stretch out the side of your body. Stretch your left arm forward and drop your right arm down. Two more breaths. On your second exhalation, come back to center just for one. Stretch forward. One breath in. One breath out. Walk your hands to the left. And stretch out that right side of your body. Really reach your right hand and let your left drop down and relax. Two more breaths here. And then come back to center. Drop your chest down as much as you can. Drop your tailbone down. And then come into tabletop. Bend your toes, curl your toes under, and into downward facing dog. And right here, let your head hang. Let your tailbone rise up to the ceiling. Drop your chest towards your knees. And if this is hard on your hamstrings, you can bend your knees a little bit and push your tailbone to the ceiling. Try to get in that upper back. Your heels don't have to touch the floor. They can be up like this, wherever your downward dog is. And then raise your right foot up to the ceiling, nice and straight and long. Push your heel towards the ceiling. Stretch out that left hamstring. Bend your knee, open up. Look out underneath your right arm. And then bring your right foot back down. Back into downward facing dog. And then raise your left foot up to the ceiling. Push your heel up towards the ceiling. Flex your foot. Bend your knee, open up your hip. Look out under your left shoulder. And then bring your foot back down. Drop your knees, lower yourself down to the ground. Come up into cobra. Look up, just stay here for a second. Feel this nice little back bend. Drop your shoulders, engage your glutes, engage your belly. Protect your lower back. Exhale, come down. Inhale, come to tabletop. Curl your toes under, downward facing dog. Exhale. Bring your knees down into child's pose. Two breaths here. Then curl your toes under, come into plank, then come into downward facing dog. Bring your right foot forward, rise up into warrior one. Really reach up to the sky. Drop deep into that right knee. Open up your arms for cactus arms. Bring your pinkies in towards your ears. Really squeeze your shoulder blades together. One breath in, one breath out. Come back down. Bring your foot back for high plank. Drop your knees, drop your body. Come up into cobra. Engage your glutes here. Come back into child's pose. Curl your toes under, downward facing dog. Bring your left foot forward, warrior one, rise up. Reach your arms up, sink down into that left knee. Open up your arms. Cactus your arms. Bring your pinkies towards your face. You can come into a nice back bend here if you want. This feels really good. Squeeze your shoulders back, your shoulder blades together. Slightly look up. One more breath in. Exhale. Come on down, hands beside your foot. Step back into high plank. Push into downward facing dog. Shake your head out. Bend your right knee. Get right into that left hip there, that left glute. Look out underneath your left armpit. And then bend your left knee. Look under your right armpit. Get in that right glute hip area. Deep releasing breaths. Step to the front of your mat. Bend your knees. Come up. Raise your arms, chair pose. Clasp your hands together and push them up to the ceiling. Tuck your tailbone in. Engage your belly. Drop down a little bit further. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. 2 more breaths. Exhale. Fold forward. Oh, nice and slow. Just grab behind your heels or behind your calves and just kind of give yourself a little gentle pull down. Bend your knees if you have to. Let your head hang. Shake your head back and forth in circles. Let your head go. Let your shoulders and neck go. Inhale, push your hands into your shins, halfway lift. Really stretch your spine long from the bottom of your tailbone to the crown of your head. Engage your belly. Shoulders back. You can bring your hands to your thighs too if that feels better. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Look up at the ceiling. Little back bend. Exhale, open your arms up and fold down, swan dive down. Inhale, roll your shoulders back. Extend your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Push your hands to the ceiling, back bend a little bit. Exhale, float down. Bring your hands behind your back, clasp them, and try to drop them over your shoulders. Wherever your hands go to, don't push, just let gravity bring your hands down to the floor. One more breath. Exhale, bend your knees, release, and come up into chair pose. Lift your toes up off the ground. Tuck your tailbone in. See that little motion there? That will help protect your lower back. Years I did this pose wrong because I didn't know this tailbone tuck, and I always thought that, oh, chair pose hurts my back so bad, but I was doing it incorrectly for very many years. Drop down, keep that tailbone tucked, keep your belly engaged. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, float down. Bring your hands down to the floor, step back, high plank. Swing our hips a little bit, so dip your hip to the right, dip your hip to the left, right, left, right, left, and then push back into downward facing dog. Back into plank, drop your knees, come forward, drop your chest, come into cobra or baby cobra. This is baby cobra, this is cobra. Engage your glutes, your belly, always in the back bends too. Protect your lower back. Your shoulders back and down, and extend your spine, the crown of your head up to the ceiling. Exhale, come down. Inhale, roll your shoulders, lift your head, come back up. Exhale, come down. One more time, lift your head, drop your shoulders back and down. Engage your glutes and your belly. And come back down. Inhale, come up into tabletop, back into child's pose. Really release here for 2 breaths. Come back up onto your knees, curl your toes under, downward facing dog. left foot to the center of your mat. Lift your right leg up. Bend your knee over. Open up your hip. Flip your dog. Really push your hips up to the ceiling. Drop your head back. And if you shake, that's okay. Come back to your right side, into center. Bring your right foot into the center. Lift your left leg. Bend your knee. Flip your dog. Raise your hips to the ceiling. Exhale, come back to center. High plank. Downward facing dog. Bring your right foot underneath your left and then come up into side plank. Exhale, back to center, high plank. And then bring your left foot out in front, side plank. Back into downward dog. Drop your knees, drop your chest down. Push up for cobra or baby cobra. Cobra. Exhale, come down. Push up to tabletop. Push down to downward dog. Bring your right foot forward. Warrior one. Look up. Breathe. Come right into warrior two. Drop your shoulders down. I always have to tell myself that. Inhale. Exhale. Exalted warrior. Push that left arm down and bring that right arm up. Look up at your right hand. Sink deep into your right knee. Exhale. Come down into side angle pose. You can rest your knee on your thigh. You can bring your hand right down to the ground. Or you can use a block. I really like using a block in the warriors. Again, drop your shoulders. Then bring your left hand down. Keep your knee bent. Come high up on your back toe and twist to your right. Really get deep into this hip. Drop down. Look up. One more inhale. One more exhale. Come back into side angle pose. Open up those hips. Keep them nice and squared off if you can. Inhale, come up back into warrior two. Back into warrior one. Exhale, bring both hands down, step back. High plank, hold your high plank for a second. Maybe Shift forward and back. Bring your knees down, drop your chest, lift up into cobra, engage your glutes, your belly. Exhale, come down. Inhale, push up into table, back into child's pose. Take one deep breath in through your nose. Let everything go. Come back into tabletop, push into downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward for warrior one. Look up. Deep bend in that front knee, in that lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Keep that 90-degree angle in your front leg. Drop your shoulders, look out over your middle finger. Inhale, exalted warrior. Really reach up and down at the same time. Open up. One more breath in. Exhale. Side angle pose. Your elbow to your thigh or your block. Reach up. Really sink deep into this leg. Exhale, bring your right hand down. Come high up on your toe and twist. Back into side angle pose. Come back into warrior one, two. Warrior one. Sink deep. Exhale, come down. Bring both hands to the floor. Step back, high plank. Drop your knees, drop your chest, lift up into cobra. Engage your glutes, bring your shoulders back and down. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, come up into tabletop, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise your right foot all the way up to the ceiling. Really extend it. Bend your knee, exhale, bring it forward for half pigeon. Extend your back leg. Try to bring your foot and your leg as parallel to the front of your mat as you can, but if you don't, that's okay too. Really, all I want you to feel is this deep stretch in your hip here. And if you want, you can come down to a block. Or you can just come down to the floor. And whenever you need, take a releasing breath. If you want, you can bring your arms behind you. I like that because my arm comes right over top of my thigh. And I can give myself a little bit of assist. Kind of nudges this leg down. And it takes my arms right out of the equation. So I'm not trying to hold myself up. This pose is all about surrender and letting go. And releasing. Really let go of your hips. If you want to bring your hands behind your sacrum here too, give you a little bit of an added assist. Three more really deep breaths here. Release your arms if you have them. Push your torso up. And bend your back left knee and grab behind if you can. If you can't, you can just stay in, stay down, or just stay sitting up. And grab your back leg for king pigeon. And it doesn't really matter how you have your arm. What you're trying to do is stretch your quad out right now. So you can have where I am, or you can just grab, even if you're way back here. You can grab like this. You can clasp for a bind. Exhale. Curl your toe under. Come back into downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up nice and high. Exhale, bring your left foot forward. Come on down. And again, arms wherever you feel that you need them to be. Really let go here.
Letting go to the way things are.
Release any last little bits of tension you have in your body. Too, that sometimes pigeon pose or hip openers in general bring out emotions for people. And if they do, that's okay. Let them go. Let them out.
Go of right or wrong. It would get deeper and deeper.
2 more deep breaths.
I can sense the lifetime of judgment against myself. And letting it go.
On your second exhale, release. Come up. Bend your back foot. Grab your back foot. And both sides are going to be different. So this side is very different than my other side. So I'm just going to stay here. One breath in. Exhale. Last breath in. Exhale, lower your foot. Bring both feet forward. Reach up. Exhale. Fold forward. Really stretch from your tailbone all the way up to the crown of your head. And release down. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold. Walk your hands up. Roll back. Bring your knees up into your chest. Feel your whole spine flat on the floor. Release your shoulders. And drop your knees to the right. Open up your arms. Look to your left hand and let go. You can grab behind your left knee and give yourself a little bit of help there, a little assist. Or you can grab behind your right glute. One more deep breath in. Exhale, let it all go. Knees into your belly. Bring your feet to the floor. Adjust your hips and shoulders again. Bring your knees back into your belly. Drop them to the left. Look out over your right hand. Really feel this twist deeply. And let go. Release your shoulders down. Release your legs down. One more deep breath in. Exhale. Come back into center. Readjust your hips, your shoulders. And come into your final pose, Savasana. And go wherever is comfortable for you. You can go into constructive pose if you want, or the same thing with a bolster. That's what I'm going to do today. A bolster underneath your legs, or just lie flat on the ground. Bring your palms towards the ceiling. Release your toes, your feet, and your ankles. Relax your legs, your knees, your thighs. Feel your hips, legs, and feet heavy into the ground. Relax your hips. Take a deep breath into your belly. Fill up your belly, fill up your chest, fill up your lungs. And let it all go. Relax your belly. Breathe deeply into your chest. Fill up your belly. Expand your ribs. And let it all go. And relax your chest. Relax your shoulders, your arms, elbows, wrists. Relax your hands and your fingers. Relax your neck. Your jaw. Your cheeks. Your forehead. The crown of your head. Take one deep breath, fill everything up, and let everything go. Release all tension in your body. Relax your whole entire body, your whole being, and your whole mind. And rest. Alexa, stop. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, give yourself a big stretch. Slowly roll to your right side and then come up to a seat. Thank you for joining me today. From my heart to yours with one big Om. Inhale. Om. I humbly bow. The light in me sees and honors the light in each and every one of you. Namaste.